we go. Oh, let me go in here. Time sheet it all. Inserts off. Insert off. EQ off.
Number dos cinco.
Sense off. And there we go.
Dos cincos. Of Just a Thought.
Did you pre-figure that out?
Man, hey, before you push the record, I was like, oh, dos. Dos cincos.
Did you do the finger thing?
No, I don't have to. I have to have it in my head because it doesn't matter. Welcome, Just a Thought. Fred Potter here. No intro today, as always. We still working on some things, but we still talking every week. Number 25. You don't know my Spanish by now. Dos Cincos. 25, welcome. Thanks for listening. Who has been listening? Thanks for letting us be therapeutic for ourselves, for one. And thanks for listening to us ramble and talk about stuff that's relevant to us, but it's always just a thought. Yeah, man. So what's up in the crazy news this week, man? Congratulations on the completion of the song.
Yes.
Beautiful song, man.
Thank you. Somebody called me last night crying. A couple people.
Yeah, as I told you, I shared it with some folks, and all of them was positive, like I said, and one just had a loss last year, so she was like, it was depressing, but I know she was feeling it. So
right, it's supposed to touch. It's supposed to touch you.
Supposed to hit you right there
in the gut, and it's called memories. So to remember, I was editing a video with the song behind it with my daughter on it and all that. It was. You tell I cried a lot because I was doing it and watching it, and it was, I don't think I had anything left in me. Maybe I'm saving it for the memorial, but I was, my tear ducts is dried out. They like.
Yeah, well, it's a job well done. Well job. Those words fit too.
Hey, they fit too.
A job well done, man. I know you got it released already.
Be How Memories, and it's
How can they listen to it, man?
Huh?
How can they listen to it?
Oh, they can listen to it by going to Bandcamp under Mr. Woosaa, Mista Woosaa, or they can go to our webpage at amaruflix.com, and they go at the bottom of the page. You'll see a tab that says Be How Music. That's Brandon Howell, Be How Music. And if you click on it, it'll take you right to Bandcamp. It'll be worldwide in a matter of a couple weeks on all the streaming platforms, so Tidal or iTunes or whatever. And I already got music on them, so you'll be able to find the rest of the stuff too. But,
and this is to clarify, it's a song that's for the upcoming movie.
You're the Church.
Yes, and also
and
a dedication song.
Dedication song. It's a dedication song within You're the Church and to my daughter.
So the timing was beautiful, and it's terrible timing, but yet beautiful timing.
Unfortunate, beautiful timing.
So that's beautiful. And like I said, positive reviews. Good luck with that. I think you'll have some good things come out of it.
So too,
among other things.
Other things, yeah.
So we'll go from there, man. It's been a crazy week. Your week been good other than that? What's up?
Well, I just saw something on Roland Martin that I got to comment on because it literally raised my blood pressure. And if I could have ghost dadded the screen and went through that motherfucker and started to whoop some ass.
Which one?
They showed
the Brother
the
Johnson
gas station. No,
the gas station about the sisters.
Oh, you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
They had to go back the next day.
They said they've been.
Well, let's break it down. Let's for the Just Thought podcast listeners. Let's go ahead and break it down. Go ahead.
I just learned about it today, but apparently it has been going on because they've been doing some protesting. So what I gathered today,
I think it was an Exxon gas station.
Yeah, they spilled some gas, whatever surrounding whatever, and the girls was asking for a refund, and then shit was set off from there.
Two sisters, sisters.
What it was,
you never put your hands.
The way that they was whooping on them girls, them motherfuckers need to be visited by some big ass, hard hitting brothers.
Now the thing about that is, man, who was videotaping and where was
it was
anybody
of
men?
You can hear the girl.
Any men around there letting that happen?
Right.
I mean, it wasn't just one man hitting them.
It looked like it was just normal. It was okay.
The good thing turned out was the ladies was fine. Evidently they hit like a bitch.
Man. One of them was, I saw him
slapping her. But The second thing is they was talking about the next day they got a boycott. You know, because you just don't put your hands over something so minute.
Yo.
You know?
They must not have a man or a boyfriend worth a damn, cause how could you fuck a boycott? How could you have not walked up in there and just snatched them across the counter and just commenced to whooping their ass?
I wasn't there, man, so I don't know.
That's
what they doing. That's what they saying they gonna do. They gonna boycott.
I was an innocent
because they spend money up there, and there's not really too many gas stations around there that probably sell the shit that they sell. So they're kind of disrespectful. If I'm not mistaken, they was up there getting a whole bunch of shit.
I would have went across that counter and whooped their ass.
That's what they tried to do.
I would have whooped their motherfucking ass. That shit was horrible.
You talking about for them or as a guy just being there?
Yeah. I had a flashback watching that of my father beating on my mother. That's how infuriating it made me. I'm like it was, you know, like.
But you know what's worse than that, Amaru? A police officer could do that and get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all taught as men, you don't put your hand on a woman.
Well,
you know?
that has been amended in 2019.
Choke them out.
Yeah,
Wake up, you gone with a note.
No.
This is what happened.
This is what happened. You know, they want equal rights. So you punch me in my face, you can equally get punched back.
Yeah. Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah, I ain't never hit
that
woman.
Punch,
but if
put
they
it like
hit,
this.
If they, you know, these women lifting weights is working out now.
Well, if she's an MMA fighter, you can at least bite her.
Man, she's an MMA fighter, especially that. I'm getting a 2x4.
You can at least
hit
bite
the knees, bam, bam.
Oh man, no, you gotta put your hands on a woman. Just keep her from putting your hands on you.
Man, damn, all that's some old shit. These women out here knocking niggas out.
All right. That's fucked up.
Okay,
that niggas getting knocked out.
Look, so if you saw this chick, she was going after everybody. She was just knocking them out left or right, and you next, you gonna just.
No,
I don't hit women.
No, I choke her the fuck out. Like I said, if she wake up, this is exactly what happened. Witnesses, I'm not hitting you.
They want equal rights, man. I'm gonna equally punch them in their face.
There'll never be a situation where I don't care if she's a big broom hill the bitch. Man, I'm not going to hit her.
Damn all that. I'm knocking the fuck out.
Kicking is something else.
Nope.
I'm just kicking.
If she hit me, I'm hitting her
I'm just
back.
kicking it. No, you hit me, then I hit you back.
These women taking steroids out here.
If you smack me, then I smack you.
And stabbing, killing motherfuckers. And no, man.
No, put it like this: if she coming after me with a gun or a knife, there's different situations.
You can't hit her then. She should have hit her before she got the gun.
No, man, no. Different situations call for different situations.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a case by case situation.
Like I got to look out for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be in the ICU. He didn't want to hit her. No.
Yeah, I've never put my hand on one, but you sure do want to choke the hell out of them sometimes, you know.
Yeah, man. Did you hear about the couple that was over in Tanzania or somewhere? He was proposing, and he was underwater, proposed to the young lady, and he ended up drowning.
No.
Yeah, it happened, man.
That's crazy.
It really happened. You know when that expression they say, "What you married? Don't hold your breath." He did, and he lost. No, it's not funny. It's just like, goddamn, man. He wrote it on a note, put it in the bag, and
trying to be different.
Trying to be different. Viral. He was different, all right.
Right.
He went viral. God rest him, man. I mean, she said yes, I think.
I hope so.
She didn't say yes quick enough.
What if she said no? And then the family like, what the fuck you mean no? This motherfucker died.
Is that like involuntary manslaughter though? To me, I mean, because it's because of her though.
Because she held on to the yes. No,
because he wouldn't have been doing that shit if he wasn't getting engaged to this lady. So involuntarily, she got this motherfucker killed. That's involuntary manslaughter.
Hold on, was diving her thing or? Was that type of thing? I don't know all that.
She was fine. She was safe. She was dry. She was dry.
I wonder, was she white?
I think she was a sister and he was white. That says a lot.
I would say sister because they'd go right back in the water.
That's what. Hey, the sister. That's what. She was a sister. That's why she went in the water. Hair.
Oh, she wasn't in the water. He was in the water.
She was. Yes. Oh, can I get you the right picture?
He was probably.
You can Google this shit. It's been on. It's been on.
She was probably
No, she said yes. She just couldn't read the note quick enough, and he went under the picture, but I guess he didn't come to the top.
That was dumb.
It was very dumb, but
she's out of the water and you underwater.
He thought it was going to be very romantic.
This ain't the movies.
He thought it was going to be very romantic.
He should have had a special effects guy there.
Yeah, well, people do crazy stuff. Well, did you hear about All right, let me just read this. Teen masturbates 56 times straight before dying of a heart attack. A teen.
What the fuck is he? Well, he's a teen. That's why
From
he
Portland.
got all that juice.
Teenager allegedly masturbates and jaw-dropping 56 times nonstop before dying of a heart attack.
God,
in the process, even breaking the world record. I know there was a record for this shit, and was awarded a world record certificate by the Guinness representative who later arrived at the home. That's Hustlers.
Is that on the Onion?
That's Hustlers. Now, this is true. Jerome Carpenter was found dead in his bedroom after apparently masturbating too much. It was speculated that Jerome was suffering from depression due to being extremely lonely. He was extremely lonely. He was lonely because he wanted to masturbate.
That man
Jerome's mother called Portland police after discovering his corpse in his room. Jerome's mother told Hustlers reporters, hours passed since I had called him down for lunch. Jerome was the kind of boy who found, he would eat food off your plate. I knew something was wrong when he didn't come down to eat. So, police arrived in the house about an hour. Miss Carpenter called them. After Dean Murrow told handler, whoever, Hustlers reporters what they saw when they opened Jerome's bedroom door. The young man was on his bed. His penis was detached from his body.
What?
It must have been too intense. It just came off his body. We found his penis
true,
gripping in his left hand so tightly we couldn't even get it out. It was traffic. Investigators are still investigating the case for more information. Jerome's funeral will take place sometime next week. I'm telling you, I don't know.
Mad Magazine.
No, it was Hustlers.
I ain't never heard no Hustlers.
Me either. Ain't Hustlers. It's called Hustlers. I can understand.
Go to the bottom of the screen and see who owned that shit. All the way to the bottom.
All the way to the bottom, it says he's dead.
No, it'll say who owns that Hustlers.
I'm telling you, man, it don't say
if it's an entertainment magazine.
It doesn't. Hustlers, powered by.
Yeah, that's say who is it?
Powered by Pursuit. Damn it.
Yeah. It will say powered by a reputable organization.
I don't give a shit. It's funny as hell to
me.
Yeah, it is. It got me until he said his penis got detached.
That's his friends did that. So I got him. I know some people.
What are you saying? His friends helped him?
That's his friends that let him die like that. They know he needs some pussy. You supposed to go buy.
Put it like this. You don't really tell people you masturbate.
Yeah. Well, you can tell that a motherfucker masturbate. You can tell
them, but you don't tell them you're trying to break the world fucking record.
I didn't know you was trying to break the record.
Evidently. I didn't even know there was a record for that.
Yo.
I thought I pretty much...
50, he's a legend.
I was young. Never mind.
If that's true, he's a legend.
He's a legend in his own mind.
No, he's a legend. 56 times.
56. He's shooting dust.
He had a brand new dick. He had a brand new set of
He wasn't jacking off just his own dick.
I got a friend.
He was grabbing his cat, his dog.
If you don't find a woman in the next year, I'm buying you some pussy, though. I'm taking you to Vegas. I'm going to go buy you some pussy. I know you ain't getting it. I just know it. Don't, ain't no discussion.
There's no reason in the world.
But he'll admit it. He ain't getting none.
I'm happily married and all that, but there's just no reason in the world that some dude could not find some lady.
But he's isolated and he doesn't like to
do it for the team, for the country.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to take
the night.
I'll be his wingman.
For the money.
Hey, suck his dick, damn near kill him. But you probably will because he ain't never had none.
Head just pop off. Pop goes a week ago, pop.
That's crazy. He jerked off. This shit was
56 times.
They should have left him he should have been buried with a crown.
Yeah, with Crown Royal. Hey, so what's up? I don't even know one song that Takashi. What's his name? Takashi. What is it?
Tech 969. I don't know. Takashi maybe.
He looked like a Ouija board.
His name Daniel Hernandez. That's his name.
He looked like a Ouija board. All that shit on his face,
he
man.
He looked like a nut.
But I guess he been telling on everybody.
Telling on everybody.
I've seen so many memes.
Right. He just told on Steve Austin. He said he'd be drinking and driving with a dirty job. I just saw a meme.
I was going to say, is that the $6 million man, Steve Austin?
No, Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold. Told on
I met him one time.
Told on Spider-Man.
Bee's Comedy Kitchen. Back in the day, Steve Austin.
He's snitching on everybody, man.
So he's a snitch.
Yeah, man. He telling on. So let's break this down.
What is he, an artist?
He's a. I hate this.
He
does music.
What is he?
He does rap music.
Is he?
Is
he on the rate? Is he in the wave?
Man, look, he
I haven't heard one thing.
He blew up. I learned it from my kids. He blew up. He nothing but gang killing and all this and drugs, this, that, and third. That's all he about.
All right.
And it's horrible. The music is horrible. It ain't mixed
So
right.
he's more popular for being a snitch than being relevant in music.
No.
Really?
All these kids know who the fuck he is. They was my
As you
kids.
said, kids.
My kids. My son that was his favorite rapper.
Once again, I feel like that old man when I was a kid. But looked at it as that old man don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand why he don't get it. Yeah, we're gonna say some shit that the old man said back in the day. But this is different.
But
it is.
This is different.
What's different?
They music ain't gonna be no what we say, man. This music is lasts the test of time. You can play a Tupac song right now and that shit's still banging and relevant. You can't play it Caco 6'8".
How do you know that?
Because it's
we
garbage
don't
now.
see the future.
It's garbage now.
Well, we don't know that. This shit he's doing off the music could make that shit relevant.
Mumble rap has been going on for at least 5 years now.
Mumble rap?
Name me a mumble rapper right now from 2 years ago.
You asking the wrong motherfucker there.
See? Even if we didn't listen to if this good music...
Get me on that show, though, with Jamie Foxx. What's that show?
Beyonce got good music. I ain't heard most of it, but I know it's good music because other motherfuckers is talking about it and it's played all the time. And
so you going to jump from him to her?
I'm just saying, if he had legitimately good music, it would cross over at some point.
I could agree with you on that, but I'm saying the shit he's doing right now is making his music relevant.
Yeah, but until he starts snitching.
Didn't matter. I'm just saying, in general, he's going to be in the... Because I ain't going to lie, maybe tomorrow I go, let me see what this motherfucker did.
No, you'll be mad that you wasted your life.
I'll never get that 3-4 minutes back.
I did that. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because my kids were listening to him. I really gave him the benefit of the doubt because I listened to about 4 or 5 of them. All the same shit. It was all the same song to me. It was all the same song. He wasn't talking about shit but killing motherfuckers and being a gangster. And he would record himself calling another rapper talking shit to him like he got the juice, like he a boss type of dude.
That's why I sound like the old man, because that is not relevant music. And
it's not.
But how is it even in the mainstream if it's somebody like it in the
because
in the meantime somebody
like
likes
that shit, man.
It ain't just white kids.
Yes,
man.
it is. That's who's buying the shit. Niggas ain't buying that shit. Look, I got a white
ain't nobody
friend.
buying nothing.
Yes, it is. Well, I got a white
all you gotta do is download
friend whose son is in a gang now.
You got a white friend whose son's in a gang.
Yeah.
What's he in?
This motherfucker lives in Minnesota in the suburbs.
Is in the dudes?
Now he in a gang with a bunch of little black kids.
Come around with the dudes.
Right. He, doing this with the... Look, dude, I know you. I know you.
When you in the Glee Club,
right? You ain't no goddamn gang member. If I take you around some real gang members, you gonna piss yourself.
I never really was exposed to that. Plus, I'm scared of clowns. I couldn't be in a gang. You scared of clowns? You can't be in a gang. Say, well, we gonna bust it. Some bows on that bitch? Oh shit, I'm out.
That shit makes me mad.
Like, I don't get it.
He's privileged and knows he's privileged, and then joining a gang like he down and out. There's a reason why these cats consider themselves gang members to join a gang, because and even some of them live in the suburbs. So y'all not straight no struggle. Y'all ain't struggling. He drive a car that they meet. Nigga, you ain't struggling. You drive a car that your mama them bought you come on, man.
Where'd you get the car, my dad?
Right. You got a dad? Like, that makes me so mad, man. That makes me so mad. You are helping these young brothers, because when it comes down to it, you ain't gonna get as much time as they gonna get.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? You might not even get any time.
You know what though? Hey, let him choose his own path. It's not affecting your ass.
Yeah, it is. I know him personally.
And then you can do. All you can do is say what you can say and do what you can do. If he's not gonna respect himself, how the fuck he gonna respect you?
Yo, man.
These kids don't care what you have to say.
They showed up.
And I'm sure they're not gonna go out like, oh, boo boo, because they pissed off what I had to say. They mad at me. They want to shoot me and shit.
But I was having a conversation with my daughter today. They don't have the coping skills. When we did that, now we have created a whole generation of kids. It's been at least 20 years for social media, and now there's a whole generation of kids that don't know how to communicate.
They were showing a college football game the other day. It was one of those rotary dial phones with the hook on it. The dude gave him the phone. He didn't know what to do with it. He know to take it off the hook.
Oh,
he just looked at it. They got oh, trust me, it was sad, but it was funny as hell. It's like, wow, he really don't know what to do with that.
Hey, my cousin, one of my older cousins, got out of prison. I was in the house with my cell phone and doing some shit, and he was like, "Cuz, so you mean tell me you could take that? I can call my mama from that right now?"
How long was it?
And I had to look at him. I was like, "Oh, man, you been in prison for 20 motherfucking years."
He came to your crib?
No, he was at my cousin's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he cool. I mean,
I'm sure he is, but
just
still,
the crazy cousin.
He may be like my man, Big G, Triple OG.
No.
He look naturally delicious over that motherfucker.
No, he older now.
I ain't even in the phone.
Maybe younger. When he was younger, he a killer. You know, but he
bitch
older
slap you.
now. I had a couple cousins, even the one that he
just a thought, man. Yeah. Just a thought.
But he looked at. I had to think for a second, like, nigga, where you been? Oh.
I ain't never going to your barbecue.
Right.
Who that nigga over there, Rube? Oh, that's my friend. Oh, bring him over here. No, I'm kidding. I ain't talking about him.
Oh, I got a couple cousins.
See? That's a little too much.
My daddy, he they call him Tank in prison. I don't know why they do that.
So, let me tell you, man, when we first started doing this podcast, I ain't gonna lie, the first beginning of them, we was talking a lot of political shit. But I decided, man, this podcast is too much for therapeutic reasons. Now, it could be therapeutic because you want to talk about some negative bullshit that we hear on the news, like every day. But, we've been kind of getting around that, because we got our own shit to deal with. What my man does, what Dos Cincos does Cuatro Cincos does. You hear me? What he does every single day, we still have to keep doing what we do.
Yeah, man.
It's not stopping our progress.
Until the
still the shit hits the fan. Right, exactly. Right. It's not stopping our progress. But you know what? This week is a little different because I'm a little nervous, as I've always been, and we've talked about it before. What is a limit on what he could do? Evidently, Ukraine, as you know,
collusion. He did it right in front of us.
Oh my goodness, yeah. You're gonna stop some shit with them for your personal gain to try to get some dirt. If that ain't un-American and sabotages for your American
like a motherfucker, he just doing it out loud.
And I'm telling you, man, what is the limit? There is no limit on what this man can do.
The American people won't, but they should have. Then they'll break the law and say so. And then somebody asks them straight up, so what are you guys gonna do about it? Well, there ain't nothing we can do about it.
Nothing we can do
because William Barr is the fucking prosecutor. That's why Lewandowski was able to talk shit during the hearing, because if they put him, they could have, you were in contempt and all that shit. But Barr would be the one prosecuting. He ain't gonna prosecute.
Yeah,
that's why he did that.
And you know that they overturned that taxes thing in California, right?
Yeah, they sure did. They said fuck California.
Oh my goodness, that's
crazy,
man. He's just doing.
So how can you tell me that my vote counts?
It's still gonna count, man.
Yeah, whatever. You can't tell me my vote matters and counts when they shut down elections. They shut down some elections.
You still have a bigger voice.
They can't count if they don't have an election.
If you vote, you still have a bigger voice if you vote.
They don't have an election
because you can say all the motherfucker gotta do is, man, shut the fuck up. You didn't even vote.
They shut the election down. They shut down elections in certain states. So how can your voice count if they shut them down?
Did they shut it down in Michigan?
I don't know in Michigan. They shut down 6 or 7 states. They're voting for voting in the primaries or some shit like that.
Early voting shit.
Yeah. How can you have, if they shutting them down, the Republicans are shutting them down because they're scared that Trump is going to lose. They are actively cheating. So you can't say at the same time that your voice counts when they are actively there. And a federal court overruled something that in regards to something to do with the election or something, a ban or something.
Come with it right. Don't bring it up.
Oh man, I'm bringing it up in case
it kind of tail drives to what I'm saying.
On it if you knew what I was talking about.
I have no clue.
Well,
I know is.
But can you agree that they're actively cheating?
Man, they've been actively cheating since day one.
Right.
Day one. I mean, the the votes didn't even prove that he won.
Right, but do you know that the largest political group are the non-voters?
Of course.
Right, that's a political group, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. They have taken.
But this is a silent political group.
No,
they may call themselves independent.
60 million is silent.
There's the Republicans, Democrat, and Independent.
And 60 million other people that don't vote. That's a political party. That's larger than all the other parties.
That's the radicals that
No, it's the job of you can't. Okay, so if you go to a football game, you go to a football game.
Not really radicals. It's just the people that's like, man, this government don't matter.
Do you blame the crowd? Do you blame the crowd because the Lions lost? Or do you blame the Lions?
Don't do any hypothetical shit.
I'm saying, that's like blaming the crowd for the Lions losing. Don't blame us because we didn't vote for you.
You could blame the crowd for the Lions losing. No. There was a guy in the field goal. Man made the dude miss the field goal the other day.
That's baseball.
That was field goal. Field goal.
That used to happen in baseball.
They made him miss one dude was waving his arms in my room, and the dude.
I guess that's a bad example.
Terrible example.
But that's a fluke.
I know what you meant.
But to me, just like Killer Mike was saying, we had the 10 points of what we wanted.
Right.
If
you can't meet
the 60 million people could be like, look, we want this shit. These at least 5 of these motherfuckers. That's a political party.
Yeah.
Don't give me the two lesser of the evils. Because one, this whole system was built with us not in mind.
Who was the last president to win independent?
Ooh,
Lincoln.
That's a good goddamn. Because I don't know.
Lincoln was independent.
It's time for that whole political system to be broken up. It ain't nothing.
Exactly. It's time for a whole bunch of things to be revamped.
It's gangbanging. That's all I see. When I see it, all I see is gangbanging. I don't see no.
There's got to be a reconstruction of way more things, and within the political party, within the police system.
All of it.
I saw a video today of a real cool cop though. I ain't gonna lie. He was interactive. You saw that? That was nice, and you could tell that he was sincere. He wasn't just talking shit. I like people like that. And he looked like that typical white cop.
Shoot you and shit.
Exactly. And then I saw another video of a guy. He was so calm, Amaru, and the cop would just escalate. Hey, why you give me attitude? The dude wouldn't give him attitude. Not even in the least. The dude, he was like real high yellow,
real facial,
real high, but he wasn't even.
Bad.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm just saying.
He wasn't even tripping, even in the least. He didn't even let the officer rile him. Because he was just so calm. The officer looked stupid. I'm just saying the parallels of the good and the bad. There's no in between. There's no in between step, man. That's what the frustrating part is. Yeah. And anybody that's not of color is never going to understand that anxiety level of at least appreciating the good ones, but trembling when you get stopped with the bad ones. You don't know if it's going to be a bad one. You praying it's a good one. All I do is let my windows down and that big ass Denali, put my hands out the window, and just go from there.
I'm scared to even do that. Hey, I thought he had a gun. Them hands look like guns. But the only way that anything is going to change is if white people do their job, and let's talk to other white people. And
gotta have a conversation.
Right. I have appreciation for my girl because she's been doing that and having conversations at work and everything with other white people about white privilege. We watched that documentary, Hello America, Meet Chelsea. Mm-hmm. Great fucking documentary talking about her white privilege and acknowledging it and showing some shit. And she's been doing that shit. She had a conversation with her brother the other day and got a little heated and he got a little defensive and I was like, yeah, because you just called his parents, his grandparents bad people subconsciously. That's what he's thinking about because that's where he learned the shit from. Mm-hmm. And he's older now, so it's really embedded. It's just like us being psychologically damaged from slavery and mental, this, that, and the third, separation and all that. It's the same thing.
And then when they'll tell you to get over certain things, and then they start all over, but in a much... Did you hear about the two kids in Orlando, 6 and 8-year-old got arrested?
Yeah.
I mean, you know how much that's damaging them in their minds to distrust police?
Prison pipeline.
That's 6 and 8-year-olds.
That's prison pipeline.
It's
proven.
You could arrest a 6 or 8-year-old if there's a watch commander present and if they warrant that, which is still whack.
They didn't murder anybody.
It's still whack. The kid had a tantrum. The kid has a condition as well.
Sleep apnea. That's what they blamed it on.
Something else.
I thought it was sleep apnea. They said that.
Could be. It doesn't
matter. The person that arrested him said, "I have it too," and it doesn't make you act like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's a grown ass man.
Right.
You know, they could make an excuse, but they don't understand under the mind, the mindset that child is in now.
Dude.
The distrust.
I've heard that. I'm like, a 6-year-old class?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you have kids and flashback to somebody arresting your toddler at 6? Like,
traumatizing
what kind
them.
of common sense? What test did you take to get that fucking job? Like, what? Who? Your partners wasn't looking at you like, hey, man, they're 6. You're joking, right? Like,
I can see it as a joke.
Yo, man.
Like, oh, I'm going to get you. Oh, this is what happens if you're bad. And that can still traumatize them too, but they can make them be cool as well.
Man.
Keep doing that community
what
service.
What was that kid going to do that you couldn't restrain them?
You shouldn't be a teacher or in that classroom.
Right.
If you can't handle a 6-year-old.
Right, 6-year-old.
Now, I know your hands are tied. You can't put your hands on them. That's right.
Shit.
That's up to the...
I give
no,
my
see,
teacher some
you that motherfucker we see on 48 Hours with that hidden camera and shit. Mm-hmm.
I'll sign a waiver for my teacher. If I trust her, hey, whoop that ass. You got to here.
Well, you know that took that took a lot of situations out when they took a lot of you don't believe in all that, but you got to have fear in somebody. You got to have fear in something.
There's no fear no more. There's
nothing.
And it's because
there's no repercussions for anything.
Because of social media.
They took it out the
false sense of gangsterism.
They took it out the parents' hands as well.
Yeah, that too. But I think that's willful taking it out of parents' hands because most parents are whooping their kids' ass and disciplining them. Then what you gonna do? Arrest the whole school?
They would.
Probably.
Depends on where the school is. Yeah, they put 6-year-old.
Right. Where's everybody at? Oh, everybody got their
12 precincts. They gonna go down to like Richard Pryor. Kiss my entire ass.
Right, they had a group ass whooping last night, and everybody who was taking that.
Yeah, you got a collection coming in, man. That's really sad, man. But that's the state of the world we living in, and unfortunately, it's gonna get worse because when they see my man 45 doing what he doing, his people, they said, "Oh, he is invincible."
We following rules, and this motherfucker just get to break them, and ain't no don't let him get out of office and nothing happen in regards to charges and nothing like that. Don't let that shit, because that happen, it's gonna be a lot more law breaking.
First things first, just let him get out of office. I'd rather him do that than anything else. I mean, I heard he walked out 10 minutes of the summit today with the climate change. He walked out.
He can't understand anything that was happening in the room. That's why he walked out. They wasn't talking about him.
They didn't have things in colors, huh?
Right. They had a color book.
See the green area here.
They didn't show him.
Connect.
They didn't show him with the wind going. The picture of the cloud blowing,
Yeah, man. I mean, that's. But people still say he's the best. I seen a person going down the highway today with a Trump Pence. I mean, that's what we coming to as this country. And I'm not gonna even. He was an older guy. He was an old dude.
He was the
and
dude
let me tell you, man. I looked at him and he didn't see me because my windows was up. But I passed him. I can't stand that dude. I don't even know him. He could be a really cool dude, but. The way the world is now,
if he is okay with my oppression,
exactly,
then he is my oppressor.
Exactly. If you're, what's that word that they're saying?
Oh, if you are quiet, you consent or some shit. I know what you're talking about.
Consent.
Silence is consent.
Yeah, whatever, man. Complicit.
Yeah.
If you're complicit.
Your silence is complicit.
Then you're part of the problem,
right,
man.
yeah.
I mean, one thing about what he did, he just brought out a lot of people how they really felt. He made them think that that's how they really should feel, and that's not how you should feel now in 2019, almost 2020.
Fucking scared. It's all scared of that we gonna have this great retribution to start hanging white people.
Man, I ain't gonna do shit. I just want to raise my kids and enjoy the rest of my life.
Right. We ain't got time for that shit.
I ain't got time for none of that shit. I don't even need the reparations, but I tell you, if they cut me a check, I'll take it.
I'm not with you on that. I need some reparations.
I'm just saying, whatever.
You ain't even gotta give me a mule.
I got my Indian shit.
You get Indian money?
Hell yeah.
Damn,
I'm part Indian in this motherfucker.
I am too.
When the motherfuckers tell, well, you better get you better get to your lineage and get on down, get your shit.
Yeah, my grandma
from Seminole.
Yeah, and my kids.
On C-SPAN, we all
my kids'
Oklahoma
grandfather's
City, brother.
100% Blackfoot.
I got my cards and my daughters get all kind of stuff. You know, it's from and it's all legit. You know, when they say black, you got India in your family.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
When they tell me to go home, I'm 1/16 there.
So you just went. Well, Shar told me what the site to go to for her tribe.
We just got through my my aunt started this back in '98.
Oh, word.
We went and got all the paperwork and did our tracing and all that good stuff. We did all that before you did that. Your heritage.com.
21, 23, and
yeah. You had to go to a lot of paperwork. So we've been up to date. My daughters get clothing allowance for school, and it's nice. It's all legit.
I should have did that a long time ago.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, shoulda,
But I can still do it though.
Do it. Yeah. Ain't nothing to it but do it.
I'm putting on the calendar. I'm gonna do it next week.
Yeah, man, because that's a certain amount of pride as well.
Yeah. But getting information from my family, man, in regards to where we come from, is like fucking pulling teeth. It's crazy.
Well, pull them teeth and get it.
Fucking nuts. So what's their middle name? Why you want to know that, motherfucker? I'm trying to find out who I is. God damn.
I know who you is.
I'm trying to get a check.
Yeah, I mean it's something special. I'm proud of.
That's what's up.
My dad passed last year. I really felt a lot more connected to it because I found out a lot more about it and how it came to pass. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, so
I've been meaning to do it, man, because like I said, my kid's grandfather on their mother's side is 100% Blackfoot.
Wow.
So
it wouldn't even take that much for you to do it. You'd be surprised.
Money sitting over the
all you gotta do is get that one thing, the blood thing. I'd probably get it there quicker.
I know.
We had
but see, I don't want to do that because then you giving them permission to keep your DNA and all that.
So what's the problem?
They clone your ass and do shit.
Yeah, you don't want two of your asses?
No,
around
I don't. Then they can take me out and take my shit. And well, he's still here.
How the fuck do you think like that?
Because it's happening. Niggas is coming up missing for their organs, man.
What's that got to do with cloning?
Because if you can clone me, you can get rid of me. You can get rid of the defiant me.
See how far you leaped?
You can get rid of the defiant me and then keep the docile.
This is just a thought, but you see how far you leaped.
Hey,
you went from cloning to your organs missing.
Man. I make movies. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Why don't you clone yourself in a movie and have your organs missing? One of you organs ain't missing. The other one.
You see the thing I shared today?
Nope.
That was a student that's organs was missing. He was rolled up in a wrestling match. That shit happened,
that really was sad because my man Johnson, last name Johnson.
I proposed.
That was 2013. That was
and they still ain't found who did it. But they got a white dude on camera. And they showed it with some blood on the sleeve, carrying a bag, and walking out of the facility.
And there is no way that young blood, because he would have done that. How you gonna fall down to get a shoe, and he wouldn't even fit?
But he couldn't even fit in the way the mat was rolled up. They had somebody actually try to.
But the way it was decomposed, man.
That was disgusting. It was. But sometimes that shit needs to be seen.
Valdosta. If that was my child, if that was anyone's child that loved their children, they would want to have justice for their child as well. Right, because the truth is not. How you gonna have your organs missing?
But we're not
brain
human.
Missing.
We're not human. We're not human.
If we ain't human, why are you taking my brain?
I saw a thing.
What do you want with my brain?
They got a price list.
This is a get out shit for real.
What these different organs cost.
This is get out for real.
Right. They got a price list on what these different on the black market. They got the price list.
No pun.
They got the price list of what different organs cost, man.
Damn.
On the black market.
How you know this?
Because
research.
And I research.
Did you see my man? The 80-year-old died. The Sid. What was his name? He used to do horror movies.
Horror movies. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
He was in that one with Rob Zombie.
Yeah, people be upset when I'm like that.
Well, if you dark,
like
if you dark like that, like they devil worship about them. Kind of like the dark side.
Yeah. People were like, you think that it was a mom? Mom and daddy died.
You think he won Oscars?
Yeah, I'm like, God.
Set him all up for life.
Right.
He had the Jim Jones effect.
You didn't give me that much condolence when my kid died. Like, you motherfuckers is having real conversations about him like you know him.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that he passed earlier.
He might have been at the film fest that was in that we went to, the last one we went to. He might have been one of those people that was there. I know the dude from Black Lightning was there. The Doc, he was cool. I wanted to get his card because we can literally, put him in a movie. If we, offer him a few dollars or whatever. And then my man was there too from that De Niro movie. And I can't think of his name. Gained a little weight, but he still looked cool. I was like, yo, man, you got a card.
One of my favorite movies, horror movies, is when back in the day we used to always go see it at Spartan Triple Theaters in Frandor. Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, that was good. I just know zombie movies nowadays. It's like too many of them. Like,
well, now, back then there was none, but there's so many. They recreated that.
Like how much?
How many? But you know what? That's good. That's good. That's a good theme. It's always cool to kill zombies.
I guess there was a million of them.
No, not after the movie's done. Ain't no more of them motherfuckers left.
Did you like what's that? Did you like the one Will Smith did? When he was.
When he, I Am Legend?
I Am Legend, yeah.
I thought that was unique.
My son's favorite movie.
I thought that was real unique, but I called bullshit when the girl showed up, because if you alone all that time, right. I am horny.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm getting some.
Right, why you ain't trying to fuck?
Say that was Bob Marley. That song would have been, me so horny.
Right, the first couple of hours before we even knew each other's names, we gonna get down.
That little boy would have had some kind of chloroform. He would have been asleep for a couple hours, at least 15, 20 minutes.
Tranquilizer dark. Oh, my bad.
In his neck.
Now that we
he would have been like, why? Look at your mama. I ain't been with shit. The dog is already dead. Shit. I thought that movie was pretty good though.
Yeah, it was deep.
It was a nice, nighttime come out. Here come the little freaks.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Yeah. I liked what's the one Z something Z. Something Z it was called. That was pretty good. I want to say.
Was it a zombie movie?
Yeah, it was a zombie movie. Something Z.
It's funny how many zombie movies there are. We can't really think of them now.
Right, can't even think of the name of this shit. It came out probably about 5 years ago. I think they're making a part 2 with Brad Pitt.
Afterlife, with Afterlife. Zombie movies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh shit!
I've never seen an episode of Walking Dead.
No, me either.
Yeah.
And me liking movies like that, I would have.
I had no interest.
28 Days Later.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. 28 Weeks Later.
Yep, that was good. That was the original.
28 Days Later was. Yeah, I thought that was. He was like, hello. He was like, God damn, waking up buck naked. Hello. He had to beat the preacher up. Like, ooh,
there's you ever watch iZombie? You got Netflix?
No.
iZombie is a pretty funny little comedy on Netflix. It's pretty funny. It's a good.
I seen the one with the zombie movie with Woody Harrelson. That was pretty funny.
I didn't like that. Zombieland?
Yeah, that was
They made a part 2 or they're making one?
I don't know, but I thought that was funny at first.
It was I got it.
Zombie movies are good though, because you just plow.
Yeah, all right. I'd rather if the zombie movie was part of, or the zombie-ness was part of a bigger faction like From Dusk Till Dawn.
Well, they started Dawn of the Dead. What is it? Day of the Dead? That was black and white.
Ironically, one of the people from that movie is in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay.
He the one that had the pistol, the dick pistol. If the thing fall down, he shoot.
Okay.
You remember From Dusk Till Dawn with George Clooney and
I seen Dusk Till Dawn, but after they went crazy and turned into vampires, I turned that shit.
Oh man, that shit was a classic.
Salma Hayek's part was nice. When she turned into a demon, I was like, oh man, fuck them titties up. Man, I'm gone. I turned the channel, I turned the ESPN.
Oh man, you missed out.
I was going good times.
It's a great horror. It's a great, man.
Quentin Tarantino was so abstract when it comes to his movies.
That was a classic though.
I like Kill Bill
Volume
1. I like Kill Bill Volume 1. That was okay. 2 I've never seen. I tried to watch it. I thought it was pretty good.
I saw 1.
You didn't like it? Why?
I
thought it was a pretty good storyline.
It's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, mine too. I like the way he twisted everything.
Yeah.
See the end, the beginning. And, that was nice. That was nice. John Travolta the motherfucker that always got to dance in the movie.
Right.
Got to dance.
He
Every
danced,
movie he's in, he got to
Michael. He danced to Michael. That was good.
He dances in every fucking movie. Like Tom Cruise got to run in every one of his fucking movies. Wesley Snipes got to fucking all his.
Right.
They got to have stipulations. It's got to be in his contract.
I don't think he danced in what the movie
Saturday Night Fever.
No.
Yeah, he did.
No, the one he was with where he played the opposite role. Like he was white, but he's treated as black people, which I can't think of the name of the movie.
Nobody watched it because he didn't dance. That's why. I have no idea what you're talking about.
But it was a good concept. I think it was done wrong. It should be done again. It should be a remake of it where white people were treated like black folks.
If this motherfucker could dance and look who's talking, then that you know you gotta dance in every movie.
I forgot about
Do you think it's true about him?
That's a classic. That he's what?
He just whatever.
No, he's with that religion.
Well, that Scientology thing.
Yeah,
that. But I heard he just
clear.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think he's a good actor. I like him.
He's a great actor. I love him in Phenomenon.
But you know what? I just Hollywood. I'm so glad I never really wanted to go down that road as far as all that shit you hear.
Go down that road.
Oh man, like you said, Denzel Washington. Everybody can't be no Denzel Washington.
But you can learn their secrets just like you read a book called.
You think he gonna tell you? I think I'll tell you nothing.
Why not?
He ain't gonna tell you shit.
Or pay attention to it.
He gonna show you all his teeth. He gonna show you all his Tiger Woods teeth, and he ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Yeah, somebody gonna tell you. Because I refuse to believe. Because when I first went to Hollywood,
he told his son.
The one black man that came and met me, even though he didn't know me from Adam, and I met him at a nightclub the night before, was Glenn Plummer, and he gave me what the biz was.
Yeah, Glenn Plummer. Yeah,
good
actor.
He came upstanding, bro. I was a young kid. He saw the hunger in my eyes. That motherfucker really came and met me the next day at the spot, and gave me the business and told me what was up and good luck and all that shit, and that stuck with me forever. So. There are people in Hollywood that are still grounded. And
I'm not saying there aren't, but that's few and far between. As a black actor, you have to work twice as hard because the opportunities are more limited.
That's our fault.
Unless exactly because we always have these stereotypical stupid ass movies. We don't have a boomerang.
No, we want to be owned
all the time.
We want to be owned
instead of being owned. You want to be rich instead of being wealthy.
Right.
All right, I get it. Now, John Singleton, may he rest in peace. He was on his way. You still got the Tyler Perrys, who's still doing that. I give him big props.
He got a studio.
My man who does Empire. What's my man?
Oh yeah, him. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. It's terrible. We don't do research on Jessica.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah,
I watched the show.
He shops at Dick's, but it's fine. Whatever. I'm just saying. I don't shop there.
There's somebody else we missing. My man, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Doing some stuff.
Oh, he got something going on like that?
Oh, yes. They got a production company. He's put out a couple movies, yes. Him and the dude that's directing for him.
You guys got to give a shout out to Spike Lee. Spike Lee, but I think
paved the way.
It's funny though, because Spike Lee.
Don't leave out him, Spike Lee, and Robert Townsend.
Oh, Robert Townsend.
Yes.
Where's he been lately?
Robert,
he's behind the scenes.
He's producing other people's stuff and writing. He got something new that just came out.
He was really one of the first ones. Hollywood Shuffle.
That
was one of the very first ones. Yeah, he was just getting people gas money.
He directed Raw.
Yeah.
Right?
How the fuck?
He wrote. Keenan directed Raw.
I mean, but how do you direct Eddie Murphy just standing there?
Cameras.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. You thinking of the Maru. I'm thinking that I'm Fred Potter, nigga. I'm the one that's on the stage. I ain't behind it. Okay, cut. Too much lighting on his feet. Come on.
Why did we like it? Because it looked good. It was shot good because of Keenan.
Eddie Murphy could have been in a dark room and then
you a comic. How you gonna say some shit like that?
I'm serious because he was Eddie Murphy at the time. Who had a movie theater comedy show at that time? Nobody. Eddie Murphy.
But it's still made it look fantastic and spectacular having someone.
I agree. I'm just saying it's kind of hard for you to go.
And that's live.
It's like you say he directed Raw.
But
that ain't hard. I can't say, hey man, turn the lights down over here.
But you can't make no mistake because it's live.
You can make a mistake all you want. That's post editing.
But you get one shot.
You got
Ain't
one
no
shot.
post editing. If that shot ain't right, then fuck, we fucked up that shot. Now we gotta get it from this end and make people say, why did they come from that end? Because they fucked up that shot over there.
Ain't nobody gonna say that shit except people like you.
Right.
Why the fuck they come from that end?
Because they didn't have any other shots to choose from.
See? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. You pulled that out your ass. He directed Raw. He whooped John Lewis's ass.
That's still work. That still work.
Yeah, it worked. You hear he's supposed to go on tour again, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I heard him talking on.
I'm sorry, I was kind of salty. I was kind of disappointed in Eddie Murphy all these years for abandoning the craft that got him there.
I don't like.
That's
that.
why I have my respect goes to people that doesn't stop.
Absolutely,
that. Chris Rock.
What made
you just got to keep doing your craft.
Yeah.
You know, you got to stay at the Comedy Zone, the Comedy Store, wherever you do out in L.A. Sit in that back room. Don't steal no fucking jokes.
Right.
Just don't do shit that's notorious from big names. I ain't gonna may they rest in peace, but they're notorious for that.
Yeah. I agree.
That's where you got to get writers.
I always said you always got to come back home. You
got to come back to what got you there.
Yeah, you can't just get. That's why I don't have respect for Nicolas Cage, because he started off as a comic.
Oh, well, Nicolas Cage is not getting very many roles right now.
But he's related to, his name is Nicholas Coppola.
Well, I know. He's Francis Coppola's nephew or whatever. So he already got that.
Old girl that used to have a talk show that was married to Quincy Jones. What was her name? Jenny Jones. She was a comic.
Oh, yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. Ricky Lake was.
Ricky Lake. No, she wasn't.
I lied. She was just in a comedy movie. I guess. Steve Harvey didn't crossed over to
But he still do stand up.
I don't think. Yeah, he does. But
quote unquote.
Man, you hear so many bad reviews on him. I would just move.
I heard bad reviews on when Charlie Murphy was alive. I was in the room.
Well, of course, he gave that check back on that one.
Man, I was in the room when what's the big boy name?
Earthquake.
No, big boy.
Lavelle Crawford.
No, he lost weight.
Oh, Bruce.
Okay. I was in the room. I did a show.
It's fucked up. I named 3 big boys.
But Bruce got a call from somewhere. They was doing a show, and Charlie Murphy was on the show, and he was like, "So how you do, man?" Oh man, it was like, woo. I was like, and I'm naive to the fact that Charlie ain't funny on stage. I didn't know.
Charlie was a very funny character actor.
A storyteller, a great storyteller.
Very good, but they wasn't feeling that story at that college he was doing. He was talking about some elephants or some shit. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna give y'all this money back. You know, fuck it."
Oh, really?
They ain't getting his whole check back.
That must be on YouTube.
Hell yeah, they put that nigga on stage.
Oh,
but he kept doing his thing though, man. That's the thing.
Okay, yeah.
That's how a comic is.
You know what I don't like right now? Is that the fact that Michael Rappaport is headlining shows and shit. This nigga just started comedy yesterday.
Well, I
don't like that shit.
Well, that's what the porn star lady did it too.
And
Screech does it.
I love Michael Rappaport, but I can't respect that. You should have enough respect for the craft and comics that you say you love to fall back and be an opener or MC or something.
So where is he doing the shows at? A comedy club?
He's doing them at fucking theaters.
Mike Tyson does the same thing. Is that biting? That's a one-man show.
That's a one-man show.
What's the difference?
That's a one-man show because he's not doing all stand-up. From my understanding, Michael Rappaport is booking dates from like 17th to the 20th and shit like that, headlining fucking clubs, regular comedy clubs.
You just said theaters.
No, I'm saying he does both. And the latest thing that I just saw was
because to me, if you're a person that could draw people by your humor, not necessarily your quote unquote a comic.
He's billing himself as a comic.
Well,
I got a problem with that.
If he built himself like a one man show, like Mike Tyson did with his one man show, and his shit was funny,
that was great. That'd be great.
That's totally different.
That'd be great. Maybe I'm misreading it. Maybe he is doing a one man show.
Maybe he should. Maybe that's what he is doing.
I'm just looking at these club days and they not looking like one man.
And
I'm gonna do some more research.
I 100% agree, but I can't.
We gonna talk about.
I can never hate on anyone that has someone that lets them do that shit.
Fuck that. I'm hating. I paid my dude. I just slept in my car.
That's your job.
The shit you were talking about. I just slept in my shit.
I mean,
and traveled 300 miles to do 3 minutes and 5 minutes and shit like that. But I was blessed enough to be better than the average because I got paid doing it almost immediately.
Just a thought.
Fuck that.
I know,
anybody
man.
that pay their dues and then somebody skipping line, man, I got a problem with that shit, man. that 20 years, and then because he famous and shit, and he funny on his little podcast, he can all of a sudden do stand up.
Telling you, man, that's how they do it. That's
man,
it. Okay, do you feel the same way as a comic that got their fame through the internet? Because there's a lot of those doing dates.
Do. I feel the same motherfucking way.
There's
a lot of them motherfuckers
doing dates,
and it ain't the same because you can edit on Facebook.
And this is the thing, they're not really headlining. They're just drawing their name to the spot. They're doing 25, 30 minutes. They're not headlining.
Oh, really? And somebody else is headlining and getting the head. Oh, okay.
So if I was a headliner, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah,
as long as my ass is funnier than that.
But you don't never see their name on the bill and shit.
No, but
even as a headliner, I want everybody's name on the bill, even the MC, and I want everybody to go to the radio if we all be doing radio, because they may appeal to somebody that I don't appeal to. That's another person at the show. I've always felt like that. I didn't understand why they never did that shit.
Breathe, shit.
Right. I just said,